Hello everybody, welcome back to FFF. Today's topic is the new French government. After the recent legislative elections, which saw Macron's centrist coalition, Ensemble, retain relative majority despite losing absolute majority, newly appointed Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne re-picked out new ministers to help govern France on Monday. Today, I'll be explaining some of the important members of this new government, before explaining why it represents a statement made by Macron. En Marche supporters were relieved to see Borne manage to secure her job by being elected deputy of the 6th constituency of the Calvados region. She was formerly delegate Minister of Transports under Edouard Philippe from 2017 to 2019, before becoming Minister of Ecological Transition in 2019 and Minister of Labour under Jean Castex in 2020. She is also a Knight of the Legion of Honor. But without further ado, let's get into the ministers that were selected by Elisabeth Borne. Bruno Le Maire remains Minister of Economy and Finance, job he was appointed to by Edouard Philippe in 2017. The former Republican turned En Marche member notably pushed for the installment of the Pacte law in 2018, a plan to grow French companies. Gérald Darmanin also remains Minister of the Interior, job he was appointed to in 2020 by Jean Castex. Some of his notable actions were putting in place police sweeps and ordering the dissolution of associations tied to radical Islam following the murder of Samuel Paty in October 2020 by an Islamic terrorist. Like Darmanin, Éric Dupond-Moretti was also appointed by Castex in 2020 and remains Minister of Justice and Keeper of Seals. He is known for heavily increasing the budget devoted to the judiciary system, as well as wishing to restore transparency between justice and the people by broadcasting trials, for example. Sébastien Lecornu was at first Secretary of State to the Minister of Ecological and Inclusive Transition in 2017, before becoming Minister of Local Authorities to the Minister of Territorial Cohesion in 2018. Under Castex, he became Minister of Overseas, holding crisis talks in Guadeloupe due to tensions caused by the government's handling of COVID-19. Under Borne, he has been named Minister of the Armed Forces. Olivier Dussopt was also Secretary of State at the Ministry of Public Action and Accounts under Philippe. When Castex took charge in 2020, he became Delegate Minister in charge of Public Accounts. Elisabeth Borne has appointed him as the Minister of Labour. Finally, Agnès Pannier-Runacher will oversee the Ministry of Ecological Transition after being Secretary of State for Economy and Finance to Bruno Le Maire since 2018. She notably handled the purchase of 5G frequencies in 2020. During COVID-19, she was tasked with organizing supplies for healthcare workers. Renowned historian Pape Ndiaye is one of the new faces in the government, and he has been appointed as Minister of Education. His career included teaching at Sciences Po, working as editor of L'Histoire, a popular journal, as well as directing the French National Museum of Immigration. He specializes in race issues, especially in the United States, having written many books on the topic, for example, Les Noirs Américains or La Condition Noire. Former professional tennis player Amélie Oudéa-Castéra will be the Minister of Sports, having also worked as General Director of the FFF, the French Tennis Federation, and as Head of E-Commerce at Carrefour. Other notable things we can take away from this new government is the fact that there is an equal number of men and women, 21 of each, including the second ever female Prime Minister after Edith Cresson during François Mitterrand's presidency. However, most people will have noticed that Macron's government is formed of almost exclusively En Marche members, his political party. There wasn't much change from Borne's initial announcement back in May. This is undoubtedly his way of confirming that he will not yield to pressure from NUPES, who have the second highest number of seats at the National Assembly. NUPES is the left's coalition. You can go check out the video I made on the matter a few weeks back if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry that I was away for a while. It's because I had my end of year exams, but I'm back for the summer, and I hope you can share this video, like if you enjoyed, and stay tuned for my next video.